Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Now it's Bale. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xabi Alonso going full steam ahead down the left flank. Cross to the back post. Adams tries to clear. And that is out of play. Rummenigge has a look inside the box. Pass somewhat off target. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's... Bullets! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. Swing, great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos simply refused to be outdone there. And here's Cruyff. And it's Xavi Alonso. And he's in on goal! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It's Bale! That is some save from Khan! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Bale! Trustmark comes to the rescue. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Gullit. He's found a way through. Gullit was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Odo receives it in a wide position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Odo. Gullit. Scholes. Belletti. Tries to pass it through. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Cruyff. Scholes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? Cross goes in. Bullish header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
So will they make it count again? Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Nicely weighted ball. Scholes is onto this. Oh, what a climb! And that would have been game, set and match. Rivaldo. Now, can they get him away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's straight offside. Baresi. Adams. Now, he's got space here. That has been cut short.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Odo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Iniesta. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Rivaldo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had a shot! And that's it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Now it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Marquinhos. And it's Xavi Alonso. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Looking to play him in.
There they go, hunting again.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cruyff, the man we've all come to watch. And it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge, who's looking wide. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. Climbs up big! And he thumps it clear. Oh, strongly challenged there. Great vision. Now it's Puskas. So it is still 0-0. Picked out and Hullet! It's there! He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Cruyff. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal. Ibrahimovic! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good.
And he shoots! And that has been clubbed away. Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is just off target. Otto. Beckenbauer. And it's Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Puskas. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution.
The second half then, just getting going. That has not gone well.
It's being shifted off it.
Roberto Carlos. Well read, nice interception. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! There's the delivery. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Oh, this is a very good run. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Carlos certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Haaland. 60 minutes played. Haaland. Bullet looking to add to his goal. And Bullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rivaldo. Rivaldo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Bullish header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Gullit. And here's Cruyff. Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Alonso! This is their second corner of the game. Claims comfortably.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rivaldo! Rivaldo! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's very neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids demonstrating his defensive quality there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
added minutes has been indicated.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Cruyff. Otto. Thinks about the shot. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Calm, and the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
There's the header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
First quarter of an hour gone. Cruyff goes steaming forward. Oh, well played, well played. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Still goalless at the moment. Pull it. And that's a dangerous ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rummenigge. Xavi Alonso. Back into the middle. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Bullish header! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open...
And a chance! Xavi Alonso. And it's Otto. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between. And Cruyff! Cruyff, and again! Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. No, he refuses to take the bait. Now this could be a chance. That is good alertness. Looking to play him in. And that's a good ball. That's good play. Ball's played through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's bounced back off the post.
Barcelona really are going for it.